Good morning, everyone. It's just gone 8 a.m. Indochina time. That's in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand. Actually, 1 hour later in Malaysia and Singapore. We've just gone 8 a.m. Indochina time, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're looking at our first candle here on the Singapore Shanghai opening, what we call the Asia session. Looking a little bit bullish right now, but that's just the first couple of minutes. Sometimes that can be a fake out before we go the opposite direction. We're looking on the 15-minute chart, XAU USD. And what are we looking at for gold today? What's the bias? Gold is bullish on the day chart and bearish on the 4-hour chart. This is the trend line strategy. So if it breaks and closes above my red trend line, the downward trend line, then I would consider to go long. And if it breaks below the green trend line, the upward trend line, then I would consider to go short. We just see what the stochastic is showing us right now is at 87, getting pretty close to what's called overbought. But we don't take a trade based on the stochastic. It just gives us an idea of where the price is high or low. So we'd be buying at a high price. Of course, it can just keep going up, and sometimes does. But right now, we're getting a bounce off of the trend line. Trying to break above, but not too much momentum here. You can see the last 45 minutes has just been sideways. 3 small candles. Tokyo took it up a little bit today. A little bit of bullish movement in the as New Zealand, Australia, Tokyo all pushed it up a little bit from our starting point here at 51.39, 51.39. No, 51.34, right there. 51.34, 51.35 was our starting point, and now trading at 51.76. So it's gone up $30 since the start of the day. The Asia market is quite slow compared to the US market. That's why some people don't like to trade it. I like to trade it. Generally, sometimes you can get a good move with small volume and slow move, but reliable. Not always, but sometimes. Good morning to those of you that are just tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Southeast Asia. It's just going 6 minutes past 8 a.m. Indochina time in Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and we're getting some bullish moves here now. I really like to wait till the candle closes on this first 15-minute candle, because sometimes it can be a fake out going one direction or the other. Sometimes it can run away from you. It just gets started and doesn't look back. It's really a difference between a fine art and a science. But you have to trust your strategy. If you just tuned in, let me know where you're watching from. Again, we're looking at gold on the 15-minute time frame, XAU USD, and now trading at 51.80. Looks like we've got bullish momentum here with the bullish bias with the opening of Singapore and Shanghai market. Shanghai is a gold exchange similar to London, so sometimes you can get some good moves at this time of day. Now at 51.80, we have one minor support level here at 51.64, and then our pivot point down here at about 51.43. That's a starting zone of the day, and our first resistance level is 52.03. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's looking very bullish now, eh? Very bullish. I'm not one to chase the candles, and I really like to see this first candle close, but this is already such a huge move. And if I was to get in at 51.80, wow, it's really going now. 51.86. My stop loss would be down here around 51.40. That's a 400 pip stop loss. It doesn't look inviting at all. Let's see if it will pull back to a better price. Of course, I would like to take a buy trade, but I would also like to get a better price than what I'm looking at right now. 51.84, 51.84, and it seems to have stopped right there. Look back at the at yesterday's move, what we were seeing. This is the open of Wall Street. We had some mostly downward move during the Wall Street session, and then later in the session, it started to go sideways and gradually come up a little bit before the close of the New York session. So really pretty much in a sideways movement most of the day yesterday. Now we're getting that pullback. I'm glad I didn't buy at 51.85. It's already dropped back $4. Let's see if it's going to stay up above this trend line. Still got 3 minutes on this 15-minute candle. If we just look real quick at the 4-hour chart, and what you can see on the 4-hour chart, very interesting. We were in a sideways range for a couple of weeks. And then finally last week, it did break above that and started a new consolidation level. And then in the beginning of, well, it was the end of last week, we saw a break above that, but it didn't stay above that range. Came right back down into that range, broke a little bit below, it's come back up the last couple of days. We're still in that consolidation, pretty much in this range between 5,100 and 5,250. So $150 range that we're consolidating in. Although we did have a break above and a break below, we're now in that same range where we started 2 weeks ago on the 4-hour chart. And the 4-hour chart is still bearish after we had that big drop earlier in the week. And now at 51.80. 51.80. So it's, when I was looking to get in right here, it's already dropped back 50 pips. So I would be in a loss. This is why I like to wait for this first candle to close. Any candle before, I like to wait but till it closes. Wait till that candle closes because the candle can change, and you can see this is changing a lot. 51.78. Now that's dropped back 51.77. It's dropped back 80 pips from where it was, where I was thinking, oh, this is a good buy right here. No, it wasn't a good buy. I would be in a big loss right now. So my rules-based strategy is that I wait until the candle closes before taking a trade. And that has paid off very well today. Waiting for that candle to close. And now we're on the second 15-minute candle. So with that bullish momentum has kind of disappeared, maybe this next candle will give us an idea. And as this candle is no longer valid for my trend line, I'm just going to adjust that a little bit. And let's see if it's just going to play around between these in this triangle here that we've got, or a wedge, whatever you want to call it. I'd like to see it come over here a little bit closer and then break above and close above, because that means my stop loss would be a lot closer and reduce my risk. Is anybody that's watching, do you have a trade open? You guys let me know where you're watching from. Good morning to you, wherever you are. It's just gone 8:15 Indo-China time. That's in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. And it's gone 8:15 p.m. in the U.S. Don't be bashful. Comment, let me know. Are you taking a gold trade today? This is looking bullish again after that pullback there. But if we go to higher prices, we would at least go to 5,200. That's the first resistance level. Hmm. Second candle looking bullish. Hmm. Does anybody have a trade open on gold right now? This is my trend line strategy that I use in the Asian market. And we're looking at the bias is bullish on the day chart, bearish on the 4-hour chart. We can quickly look at the DXY. The DXY is the US dollar index. That's the US dollar compared with 6 major currencies. And it's not doing very much this morning. In fact, it was coming down during the session yesterday, most of the day, getting a drop after a big move over the last few days. We've seen a big run up on the US dollar, and it reached a high of 99.66, but now starting to fall back down. Now, what's the price of oil doing? Oil is kind of stabilized. A lot of volatility with the price of oil. Up and down, up and down, up today. We reached a high so far this year of $77. A big move up in the Asian market already from 74 to 75. It's moved up $1 already today. Still a lot of uncertainty in the Middle East, eh? Now we're back on gold. And our stochastic is what? Stochastic is trading at 85. So above 80 is considered overbought. So it will gradually, eventually start to come back down this direction. And that bullish bias that we started off with, that seems to have vaporized. That bullish bias on the start of the Asian market has disappeared. I'm so glad I didn't take that buy trade here at 51.85 because that would be in a loss right now. So some indecision here in the market so far. Guys, if you're watching, if you're following this stream, let me know. Give me a comment. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Do you have a trade open on gold? Do you have a trade open on anything? Don't be bashful. Just let me know where you're watching from. I'm streaming live from Bangkok, Thailand, where I have lived for the biggest part of my lifetime. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. If you notice at the top of the screen, I do have a free trading course for beginners. That's a 10 video tutorial, absolutely free, no obligation. It will help you to get started if you're new to trading, how to sign up with a broker, install MT4, MT5, how to use all the functions and features of the software, how to take orders, how to place pending orders, risk management, trading the news. Everything you need to know is the foundation for getting started trading. And if you're interested in that, just let me know. Or you can just go to my website. That's at rickrayfx.com, and you'll see a tab there that says free course. Just click on that and you'll be able to get started. Or if you have any other inquiries or questions, or you want to telegram me direct, if you want to message me direct, that's my Telegram ID is at rickrayfx. If you're an experienced trader, I'll be glad to add you to my Telegram group where we have other traders that you can chat with. And we're coming down now, 51.72. So glad, I'll just tell you again, so glad I didn't take that when we had this big bullish candle here that had not closed yet. And 51.85, I was really tempted. It looked like it was so strong, such a big momentum candle, and it just evaporated. The bullish bias has just disappeared. And now we're getting sideways movement for the almost the entire last 30 minutes. With three 45 minutes right here, three 15-minute candles, one big move up, and now another move down. So basically no change in the price since the Singapore and Shanghai markets have opened. And if there's not going to be any comments or questions from anyone, then I'm going to sign out here very shortly. We're not getting any, there's no valid trade set up yet from what I'm looking at. This is my trend line strategy. It's a rules-based strategy. I need for the candle to close above the trend line and close above the trend line before I will go long. And I need it to break below and close below the green trend line before I go short. And these trend lines go back to the as far as you can, all the way to the monthly chart. It's top-down analysis from to weekly to daily to 4 hour to 1 hour to 15 minute. So these trends go back as far as you can in the data that we have available. Now at 51.75. I might as well just listen to some music here. Nobody's going to chat with me. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign out. That was the opening of the Asia market. That's Singapore and Shanghai opened at 30 minutes ago, but we're not seeing any valid trade set up. So rather than just sit here and talk to myself and just wait, I will be waiting. I'll be watching the charts, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If you have any questions or inquiries, you can contact me. I will reply to you very quickly. And otherwise, I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, at the same time, 8 a.m. Indochina time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the opening of the Asia market. Wherever you are in the world, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.